Greetings. Shalom Aleichem. Islam Alaikum. Namaskaram. Namaskar. Namaste. Namaskar. This is the 15th of August of the year 2019. It is the Indian Independence Day. India declared herself to be independent in the year 1947, precisely on August the 15th of the year 1947. About 3 years later, in the year 1950, on January the 26th, India declared herself to be a republic as well. Today is supposed to be a day of joy, a day of celebration. No doubt, many people are celebrating today. But I sit here in my room, pondering whether we truly have achieved that goal which could have encouraged me, at least, to celebrate on this particular day. It is now almost, or about 6:45 in the evening, or 18:40 in my country, from where I am speaking to you, my most respected, beloved, and dear friends, live. My late grandfather, Captain Dr. Indubhushan Ghoshal, then the Zamindar, in other words, one of the so-called princes of Akhainagar Sundarbans, written Sundarbans, but pronounced Sundarban, joined the Indian Army and served in the Indian Army during the First World War, which lasted too long, from the year 1914 till the year 1918. He was a physician, having served in the Indian Army during the First World War. He returned to India and joined the Indian Congress Independence Movement, also known as the Freedom Movement of India, headed by late Dr. Bidhan Chandra Roy and many others. His goal was, no doubt, to see India totally independent. His goal was also to see all his fellow citizens, the Indians, to be free. Are we truly free today? I venture to ponder and sigh, asking myself this very question. Too many of my fellow citizens are not merely exploited today, but often deprived of their freedom, their liberty. Even the ones guaranteed by the Constitution of India, which was promulgated as early as in the year 1949, on the 26th of November of the year 1949, prior to India's declaring herself a republic, in fact 2 months prior to our Republic Day. The Constitution guarantees, inter alia, under Article 21, that the liberty and the freedom of a citizen of this country may not be violated unless so regulated by the law of the land. But that law has to be sound, just and fair, befitting Article 366, subsection 10 of the same Constitution of India of the year 1949. Too many of my fellow citizens, even while I have been addressing to you, my learned friends, have been trafficked, are being trafficked, and sold into illegal slavery. Too many of them are detained unjustly. Too many of them are intimidated. Too many of them are threatened. Too many of them still have to fear for their lives, even though they're my fellow citizens, like every other fellow citizen of mine. When I was a little boy, or even a child, I had to learn what freedom really meant. I'm grateful to my parents, who taught me various things with great patience. They granted me the necessary liberty while explaining to me the difference between right and wrong, just and unjust, fair and unfair. Today, although neither of my two parents is alive, I recall the teachings which I was fortunate enough, indeed, by the grace of the Almighty, to receive. I love my country. I do not want to betray my country under any circumstances. But at the same time, I dream to see that all my fellow citizens, regardless of the color of their skin, regardless of their backgrounds, regardless of their learnings, regardless of their education, regardless of their gender, regardless of their religious faiths, they're treated equally, justly, fairly. I'm not a good singer, and therefore I do not venture to sing the Indian national anthem. But I crave leave to quote a few words from that national anthem. Since it was initially written in Bengali, my first native tongue, I crave leave to pronounce those words as, to the best of my understanding, they ought to be pronounced in Bengali. The words go something like this: Punjabo, Sindhu, Gujarata, Maratha, Draviro, Uchalo, Bongo, Brindo Himachalo, Jamuna Ganga, Uchalo, Jalodhito Rongo. Punjabo means definitely Punjab, or the people of Punjab. Sindhu, written Sindhu, known as the Indus Valley civilization, one of the most ancient civilizations of the world, which no doubt today lies in the western part of the Indian subcontinent known as Pakistan today, and all the other provinces of India form the Union of India. All our fellow citizens of this country, united into the Union, form the Union or the Republic of India. If any of them, as I said, regardless of their gender, regardless of their education, regardless of their age, regardless of their backgrounds, regardless of their social standards, discriminated, we violate the very spirit of this country, India. I therefore beg all my fellow citizens and invite all my friends who love my country to come forward and to speak out against all kinds of injustice which may take place in our country, because I believe that we are global citizens of the world. We coexist with each other, regardless of our geographic proximity, regardless of our culture or even cultural differences, regardless of our skin colors or color of our skin, regardless of our languages, regardless of our personal faiths or religious beliefs. We are global citizens. We need each other to coexist. We cannot simply alienate ourselves from others. But we also need each other while accepting the good things which are offered by others, even our fellow global citizens of the world. I thank all of you who love my country and are well-wishers to the same. I thank all of you who fought for Indian independence, both my fellow native citizens and those coming from other countries. I thank all of you who are watching this video now. I wish all of you the blessings of the same Creator who created all of us, the only true and living God, the Almighty, without whom we could not come into existence. I wish all of you a very pleasant evening, a pleasant and restful night, a pleasant afternoon, a pleasant day, a pleasant morning. And I say again, Namaste, Jai Hind, Vande Mataram.